Welcome guys, hi, it's Carl here from Sierra Survival, and today I'm here with him,
Alex.
Alex. Alex from Be Outdoors. Yeah, I'm here in Manchester at the moment, currently doing a tour of the UK, and obviously I had to get over and see Alex because I've not seen him in quite a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of an interview with Alex.
Sounds fun.
Okay, and we're going to see well, basically what makes him tick. Yeah.
That's a
So
hard one.
what makes him tick? Let me just do a little bit. In fact, I'll let you do it. A little bit of an introduction. So, who are you, and what do you do, as in YouTube, social media, that kind of thing?
Hi everyone, my name is Alex. I got a channel called Be Outdoors, and most of the content that I do is knowledge based. So basically, anything outdoors. That's what I'm all about. I try pushing myself, and I try to learning new things every day, and learning about myself as well. And everything I learn, I try and teach.
Not, yeah, yep.
That's
Same
basically
here,
it.
same here, same here. So like I said, I mean, me and Alex, we met. Well, we've known each other for a couple of years through Facebook, and we became really really good friends. And then last year, I came to England and I did a survival course
Yep.
over here where I met Alex and a few other good people, and we just became a lot closer. Um, so it was inevitable that this time, me being in the UK, that I'm going to come over and see Alex and actually introduce him to the van. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot about this van, honestly. You know what?
Yeah.
This van has had a journey, and I think I experienced that journey going along. A lot of people don't know about this van. Everybody knows about the Sierra Survival van, but they don't know what actually went into this van.
Yeah.
The amount of tears this van has brought, honestly,
Oh, it's had a history. It's gone through a lot of
a lot.
changes, a hell of a lot of changes, and it's still happening at the moment. There's still things that need tweaking and sorting out and
Yeah, but
everything.
you'll get there.
But it's my
Yeah,
passion. It's
screwing screws into cables and stuff
oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, don't mention it. Electrics is not my forte. So yeah, a little tip for you: don't put screws into the panels in your van because you might short something out, which apparently I did. So Alex, you do bushcraft,
Yeah.
you do survival,
Yep.
you do crafts.
I do crafts.
You've got your is that a separate channel on YouTube? Or is it the same channel?
Well, do you know what? I did start a separate channel for my crafts and ferro rods and jewelry and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I'm thinking, we sort of learn as we go
Yeah,
along,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm thinking that I'm gonna start adding that to my channel
Yeah, I think you should.
because that it's all outdoor related,
Mhm.
yeah. And I want people to experience that. And for
Yeah.
me to run 2 or 3 channels, I've got 2 channels at the moment, which is the tutorials, the YouTube tutorial
YouTube
one.
tutorials, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's that channel called? What's the name of the channel?
That's Up Monkey.
At Monkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's I started that mostly for guys on Facebook and guys
Like
you,
myself,
like yourself,
who are
Carl,
total technophobes like
Yeah,
me.
because I'm stupid. I stay awake until 3-4 o'clock in the morning and learn and do tutorials and listen to other people how they make stuff and how they do stuff, and then I relay that information to my friends and so on.
Yeah.
And a couple guys that started YouTube channels, they didn't know how to do the logos or anything like that, and I sort of helped them along to start it. So that's how it began.
Yeah, well, listen. I mean, it's like I'm completely technophobe when it comes to doing things like YouTube videos and things like not the YouTube video itself, but the editing and the uploading and what you need to do and everything else. And actually, Alex's channel at Monkey has helped me so much because there's so much information on there. Not technical either. It's not like it's not. You're talking in a different language. You're talking in layman's terms on how to help you improve your YouTube channel.
Yeah, because most of the videos out there,
Yeah.
they are help videos, right? I go and watch them. Now I have got to watch them about 3 or 4 times over and over again to understand what's going
Of
on.
course.
Do you
Yeah,
understand?
no, I'm the same.
So on UpMonkey itself, there is not a lot. I
Yeah.
must say there isn't that much because I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
But on the Facebook group page, yeah, that I started for that, I'm always there answering questions and helping people
And
do
that's called
stuff.
App Monkey as well.
Up Monkey. No, that's well, Up Monkey is the page, but
Right.
we got the video community support group.
Right.
The
Okay.
YouTube
YouTube creators.
creator support group.
Right. Yeah. So YouTube creators. So on there, you can go on there on Facebook, and basically ask a question, because you've got other people on there as well that helps who have got
Yeah.
this kind of technical, not technical, but what's it called, computerized knowledge.
Yeah, I've got a few
Video.
videographers there.
Right. Okay.
I've got graphic designers, and I've got guys that do websites and everything like that. So
Okay.
tech guys type of thing.
Yeah. So
But most of the members, are bushcraft related.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So people like me.
people like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I seriously don't have a clue. I seriously don't have a clue. So that's one of them. Like I said, we were talking about your crafts now. Alex, I've actually got a few things that Alex has made, and he is an amazing craftsman. The way he can
Thank you.
the way you turn your hand to things and make things, and I've just been lucky enough to be in his magic shed, just across the way here, and see some of the things he's made, and it's
You're lucky. Not many
incredible.
people get to go in there.
Yeah, well, obviously not. That's the point. I need to go in there and get my thing you made me earlier. But yeah, it's you need to start. I think.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop you there. If you pass me that black bag, my shoulder bag.
This one.
Yeah.
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 Oh crikey!
That's the one,
It's
yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, that's my videoing bag and all sorts of.
Yeah. What you'll find out about my YouTube channels is I don't edit anything out, so this is going to be as it is. You know what I mean?
Right. So, you got a ferro rod of me, and
I did.
and so on.
And you sent it to the Czech Republic, and I
Yeah.
love that ferro rod. Yeah.
Well, I made something quite a while ago, and I was gonna post it to you, but
Right.
I never got around to it.
Okay.
Right. So this is my little opportunity to sort of give you something that I've made.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
you can remember me by.
Okay, well, yeah, because I'm likely to forget you, aren't I? Oh, wow! You made that! Wow.
So the top is
That is beautiful.
the top is sterling silver.
Look at this. Hang on a minute. It's like a arrowhead, isn't it? Look at that. Absolutely stunning. How do you make... So yeah, go on, Toy. The
Right.
top sterling silver.
Yeah. Top
Uh-huh.
is sterling silver,
Right.
and that's bone.
Wow, that's absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that.
No
That is
problem.
stunning. Wow. What bone is it? Do you know?
Cow bone.
Cow bone.
Cow bone.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm going to be wearing that very shortly. I'm going to put that on straight away. I need
There
to
you
get.
go.
I need to. In fact, I need to go and get what they call it, not a chain, strap.
A loose?
A
There's
noose.
a tree over there.
A noose. I need to go and get a noose.
There's a
for
tree
it.
over there.
I need to go and get a noose for it.
Well,
So-
do you know what? I've got some leather cord at home.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, you can
That'd be
have some
cool.
of that.
That is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Brilliant.
Big pleasure.
Back to the interview.
Mm.
Interview. It's not really an interview, is it? It's a chat.
A chat.
A chat, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is your passion? Now we've talked about crafts. We've talked about YouTube. We've talked. What is your passion?
My passion.
Mm-hmm.
People.
People. In what
People.
sense?
Do you know what? My passion is touching people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Touching people.
Yeah, not in that way. Not in that way. My passion is, you know what, Carl? You know when we did the Sierra Survival Weekend,
Yes.
and you know the weekend before that, or 2 weekends before that, Greg Durgan and I
Mm-hmm.
went out
Yeah.
to scout the place out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were camping there, and that morning, a bunch of scouts turned up.
Right.
Right, this lady with a bunch of scouts, and obviously the kids, they sort of come from not very privileged background and
Okay.
so on.
Yeah.
Right, and she came over to us and she introduced herself to us and says, look, we just sort of
Mm.
having the kids over and teaching them some stuff. You don't mind? And we said, no, you do what you need to do, it's fine. And later on, this woman came back to us with one of the kids
Mm.
and said, "Look, the kids have made you and Gray each
Mm.
a little name tag, a little
Okay.
tag.
Yeah.
So they sliced a piece of wood
Mm.
and with the bark on and everything, made a little hole through it
Yeah.
and hung it on a piece of cord for us
Right. Okay.
with our names on.
Yeah.
And when they came over, I was busy carving a spoon.
Mm.
And to date, I think that was the nicest spoon I had carved.
Yeah.
Right? I took my time. I was chilled out. And this kid stood there and he looked at me and he says, "What are you doing?"
Mm.
I said, "Well, I'm just finishing carving the spoon."
Mm.
So he goes, "That's amazing." So I said, "Yes, it is. Is that something you would like to do?" Something along the line there. And the kid sort of looked and he said, "That's absolutely amazing. I want to do that one day."
Mm.
Yeah. And what I did is I took the spoon and I went, "There, that's for you."
Yeah.
And he took the spoon
Mm.
and he said, are you sure? Are you sure?"
Yeah.
Now, that will stay with him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And hopefully one day
Mm.
he'll get into the outdoors.
But that'll stay with you for the rest of your life as well.
That feeling, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's that feeling, touching people's hearts,
No.
that I'm weak for.
Mm.
That's what I love. Apart from that, I love knowledge. I
Yeah.
love to push myself and see how far I can go.
And see what you can come up with. One of my biggest sayings is you never stop learning.
You
You know?
never stop learning.
You know, I mean, I'm just over the hill now. You know, just got over that 50 mark. You know,
I'm not there yet.
But still learning. I mean, I'm at the minute trying to learn another language. I'm trying to, you know, I'm learning how to write a book. I'm learning how to, you know, do YouTube. You know, this, that, and the other. You never stop learning.
Carl, I'll tell you the
Yeah.
funny thing. When I first started YouTube,
Mm.
my kids looked at me and said, "Dad, you're too old for this." And I
And you
think
just didn't listen, did you?
no. And it's my biggest thing now. I'm going to prove to them
Yeah.
that I'm not. But my youngest, she's different.
Mm.
Because she's turned around to me and says, "Dad, if I know you,
Mm.
you'll do anything you set your mind out to do."
Yeah.
Because my kids know me. They know what I'm like. Nothing that I've learned, like carving, bone carving,
Yeah.
all that type of stuff, are things I taught myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't always need to go to college and learn these things. Yeah. These are practical skills that everybody's got it in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a young guy. His brothers actually started dating my daughter.
Do you want me to have
Feel
a word?
sorry for him.
Shall I have a word?
Feel sorry for him. But his brother started drawing just over a year ago, hand drawing. And his drawings were so bad. And just after a year, he is so good. He's exceptionally good. Seriously. Really, really good. And what is it? It's practice. Practice and practice and practice. And if you have the mindset that if it's made by man,
Yeah.
I can make it as well. And that's my motto.
Do you know what? That's so true, Al. That is so true. I mean, I'm a big believer of one of my sayings that I give to my students all the time is if it breaks, fix it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, make it work. You know? So try and find a solution to the problem. And that's a big thing that I've done. I mean, this whole creation with the van has gone through a process of that doesn't work. It doesn't work like that, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to do it a different way and things like that. And it's been a learning curve, huh?
But that's the thing, you know what?
You know?
People ask me when you're carving a spoon, for example, how, you know, you draw it out and you want to achieve a certain look, and
Yeah.
I say to people, I'm not bothered about the look. I'm not bothered how the spoon turns out at the end of it, right? It's the experience I have
Yeah.
in the start to the end of that carving.
Yeah.
That experience, I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that spoon, regardless how it turns out to be, do you know how many spoons I put in the fire? you will not believe how many spoons I've carved and went there.
That's not right. Yeah.
No, it's not about it's not right.
Yeah.
It's okay. I didn't want the spoon.
Mm.
All I wanted is to learn a new technique.
Right. Okay.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. I mean, as far as carving goes, I think I've carved 2 things in my life, and one of them's a spoon.
Yeah.
And the reason I carved that spoon was because I was out having a coffee
And you didn't
and
have
I
a
didn't
spoon.
have a spoon. And the second one was I carved a spatula. And the reason I carved the spatula because I was out
Yeah.
and I needed a spatula.
Yeah.
So I carved a spatula. Actually, just sit tight a second. Back in a sec.
So he's going to show off his spatula now.
I am now. 'Cause
Right.
I'm so proud of it. Huh? Okay, here we go. So these are the 2 things that I've carved in my life. This is my spoon.
Cool.
It's a spatula.
A spatula.
Because
that's a nice name.
It's a spoon on one side and a little spatula on the other.
Let's have a
that
look
was
at
that was the general idea. First thing I ever carved.
that. So can I ask you something?
Go on. Go on.
What did you learn out of
No,
doing
you
that?
can't ask me. It's my interview. What did I learn?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I learned.
There you go.
You cannot eat beans with this spoon. And the reason being is when you get the beans on the spoon and you put it in your mouth, because the cup is so deep, you can't get your lip in it to suck the bottom of the beans out.
So there you go. This spoon has added value to your life.
Of course it is.
Because it's
of
given
course
you
it
an
is.
experience. Yeah.
Well, the second thing was this spatula, and this was a couple of weeks ago actually, and I needed a spatula for flipping eggs, and I didn't have one, so I literally made a spatula. And I tell you what, I was quite chuffed with that.
I like that.
That's not a bad.
That's cool.
That's actually not a bad spatula, is it?
No?
No.
That's absolutely
So
brilliant.
yeah, so I mean, I've got things like hook knives and things like that. Talking of hook knives, you make hook knives, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. I've seen your hook. I've seen them on your when you had your crafts thing.
I make hook knives and I make carving knives for myself.
Yeah.
I don't make it for the people, because if I'm gonna make it for the people, I'm gonna have to sort of charge people
That's
for it.
yeah, time and effort and everything else. No,
And the thing
completely.
is, I class myself, the knives I make
yeah,
are good for what they do,
yeah.
but I don't see myself as good enough to be selling knives.
Yeah, but I mean,
what I mean?
But what you've done is you've said, look, I need a hook knife. I could go onto the internet and pay through the nose for one, or I can make one myself.
It actually costs you more to make one than to buy
Really?
one. I'll be honest with
Yeah?
you. In time, if you have
Okay.
you have to check time out. It costs you more.
But if you've made it, then it's
I made it for myself.
it's more special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I want to get out of that is to show people that it's not impossible to make stuff like
Yeah.
that instead of going out and buying it, right? I would make it for friends. I would make for friends, and I will make you one. Don't worry, I will make you one.
You heard that? It's on YouTube. I'm
It's
not
on
editing
YouTube.
this out.
Yeah.
He said he's going to make me a hook knife.
Yeah, I will make you a hook knife.
You heard it first.
So, you know, I'll rather people go onto my YouTube and be
learn how to do it.
inspired to carry on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing this for the rating or for getting views and likes and becoming rich. I'm far too old for all that.
Passing knowledge
nonsense. I just want to pass the knowledge on.
You know, one of the biggest things for me is I absolutely love teaching and passing on knowledge. And when I can do that at any point, it gives me... I was talking to somebody actually on Facebook the other day, and this person is really, really well known. But he is a bushcraft instructor.
Yeah.
Okay. And basically he was absolutely buzzing because he just finished a course. I think it was in China or somewhere like that. And he was saying, you know, the feeling that he gets from that. And you know what, I'm the same. I mean, when I've been teaching, I can't sleep for a couple of days because I'm still buzzing from teaching, you know?
Yeah, you see, I don't get to see that side because basically I don't have that interaction with people face to face.
Yeah.
I have it on YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that. But a few times that people have come on and they've asked me, listen, can you help me out? I'm trying to do this and I need some advice. And weeks go by, and then all of a sudden I'll get a email, a big thank you email, and because of you, I managed to do this, and
Yeah.
photos and stuff, and it does feel good.
It's
feels
fantastic
really
when
good,
you get
honestly.
listen, when you get feedback. I mean, this is the thing about YouTube. When you get comments on videos you've done on YouTube.
Yeah,
Incidentally, if you want to comment on this video down below, comments really make it worth it, because there's a lot of time and effort goes into making a YouTube video.
yeah, it does. Yeah,
So feedback on the comments and things like that really helps, but it also helps to improve the videos, make the videos better. And
you see, but not only that, Carl. Not only that, I found out recently, the comments, when people put comments down on the comment section, and it's normally, yeah, great video, or this or that, and so on. But I've had recently where people actually give me advice.
Okay,
They,
that's good.
They give me advice, and that's the best, because you know what? A couple of weeks ago, I learned something new from one of the comments, and this is what I say: if you've got something to say, and if you've got a little bit of knowledge to share, then put it down on the comments and share that, because as much as you learning, we learning as well.
What was it?
We never stop learning.
Can you remember when we did the survival course last year, and it was Naomi's child? I actually learned something from Naomi's young one.
Yeah,
Remember that?
I remember that. I can't remember
I can't
what
remember
it was.
exactly what it was now, but it was, and how old's Naomi's little one? She must be 10 or something.
Yes, yeah, I can't remember
Around about
now.
10
yeah.
or something
That's
like that.
disgusting. We should know that.
And I actually learned something from her. So, don't ever put a block on saying you can't learn anything else or you can't learn more. When you can learn from anybody, like I did with Naomi's little one.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was incredible.
No, that's amazing.
Incredible.
That's what it's all
I
about.
can't exactly remember what it was, but she came up with this idea, and it was like, that is amazing.
Carl, it's like
Yeah.
it's like the reviews I do, right? You know how hard it is for me to do those reviews, because a lot of the gear that I come across now is unknown to me.
Yeah.
In Africa, I never used to use that gear, right? And I've got Grey Durgan.
Grey who, sorry?
Grey Durgan.
Durgan.
Yeah.
Don't get it wrong.
He's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy is a world of knowledge when it comes to gear and everything. But he is a gear junkie, right? He's got so much gear, it's unbelievable.
Really?
Right? So he helps me out and gives me advice on stuff like that as well. And I do the reviews because he's a bit, he doesn't really like the camera too much.
Right.
So he passes that advice on to me so that I can pass it on to everybody else.
Yeah.
And it's not, knowledge is a funny thing. We don't know everything, and we don't need to know everything. We need to know where to source the answers from.
Yeah, that's good. No, definitely.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what
This is another thing as well, and something that I come across a lot. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
No.
Don't be. I mean, I had.
There's no such thing as a stupid question.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to say. I had a client yesterday, and she kept saying, "Oh, sorry, I've got a really stupid question," and me trying to get across to that person, look, no question is stupid. If you've got a question, ask the question. The other thing I get a lot is, mainly in Czech Republic, a student will come up to me and they'll say, "Can I ask you a question?" And I'll say, "You just have."
Yep.
And they'll go, "What?"
Yeah.
You just asked me a question.
Yeah.
If you've got questions, ask questions. It's the only way to improve yourself and learn is by asking.
It is. Honestly,
Seriously, I mean,
it's so important that people do ask questions. And you know what? The thing that annoys me, this really, really annoys me. If we go down the road of bushcraft,
right?
Let's talk about bushcraft.
#Bushcraft.
#Bushcraft. You shouldn't be using that, or you shouldn't do it that way, because that's not the way a bushcrafter will do it. Hang on there. What is that? What do you mean that's not the way a bushcrafter will do it? That's the way I do it. the way I feel comfortable in doing
Doing
it.
it, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The way I taught myself in
Yeah.
doing it. I learned it from such a person.
Mm.
I adapted it to
And
work for me.
and now you do it that
Because
way. Yeah.
someone's skill might work in a certain way,
Mm.
but they might not work the same way in someone else's hands.
Of course.
But
Yeah.
you adapt that skill
Mhm.
and you evolve that skill.
Right. This is this. We take this back to. I mean, how people can relate to this. Basically, is when you learn to drive.
Yeah.
You got in the car and the instructor gave you instruction on how to drive. Then what you did was you passed your driving test through everything that he wanted you to do, and then you went away and you learned to drive in your style. Be that style good or bad, but you learned to drive in your style.
Yeah.
And it's the same as everything. You know, you're gonna get the basics from somebody, but then you're gonna go away and you're gonna adapt that to your own personality.
I don't know how many people will actually disagree with me, but if you take bushcraft, survival, or any outdoor related skills out there, and I'm going to plug another one, life.
Yeah.
Most of it is common sense.
It is.
Most of it is common sense.
Mhm.
And if you just learn skills along the way and apply that common sense to them,
Yeah.
you're not going to go wrong.
This is true. No. Common sense is one of the biggest
It is.
things that people don't really think about, isn't it? It's not about intelligence, it is about common sense.
No, it's not about intelligence.
You could be the
at all.
most intelligent person in the world, but if you've got no common sense, then,
It's worthless.
you know, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
worthless.
Little story for you there. I've got a friend. I've got a very, very intelligent friend that lives in Madrid in Spain, and this guy, he's a polyglot, and a polyglot is a person that speaks more than 10 languages. He is unbelievable.
A what?
More than 10 languages.
A what?
More than, sorry, polyglot.
Polyglot.
A polyglot.
So I'm a polyglot.
You speak, no, you speak English very badly. Anyway, so more, he speaks. I think it's more than 4 languages or something
Right,
like that. A
right,
polyglot,
okay.
yeah. And one of the most, a mathematical genius. I mean, but not an ounce of common sense. He bought a male cat to mate, and everybody said,
Yeah,
well,
I would say that's a lack
I'd
of
say,
common sense. Yeah.
You're not going to get the kittens from that. Well, why aren't I? Well, it's a male, you donut. And, you know, really, really good friend of mine. But not an ounce of common sense. You know, but the most intelligent guy you will ever meet. You know, unbelievably intelligent.
But you see, we all got our skills, but
course.
sets of skills, and we're all good at certain
Yeah.
things. But it doesn't mean to say that we might not be good at something, but it doesn't mean to say we can't do it.
This is true. When I was at school, I didn't know this until very, very later on in life, but I'm dyslexic, and I'm very dyslexic.
I'm just dumb.
Yeah, that's what the teachers
No,
used to call
I
me.
am. I'm just dumb.
The teachers at the school used to call me stupid and dumb and everything else. And it wasn't until later on I was doing a thesis for a degree I was doing where somebody said, "Are you dyslexic?" I went, "Shut up, you cheeky bugger." Anyway, it turns out I went for a dyslexic test and I was severely dyslexic, which I'd never known through school. Now, look at the job I'm doing now. I'm teaching. You know, I'm a qualified teacher. So I adapted that.
Yeah.
To suit what I do.
No, but
You know.
I don't know much about dyslexia, but you know, I think people are dyslexic in certain things, like you get people that can't read properly
Yeah.
or can't grasp the letters
That's
or
right.
skip
Yeah.
pages
Letters,
or
numbers,
whatever.
and all sorts of things.
You know, me, I see myself as I'm dumb. Really, that's you know that.
But
Look,
you say that,
Yeah.
and then you come up with
yeah,
something
well, that's
like
the
this.
thing. Well, that's the thing.
You
That's
know?
the thing. Yeah. All throughout my life, it's different now. Oh, a child is dyslexic.
Yeah.
He's not dumb.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
In my days,
In my days too.
I was dumb.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I see someone that's got a learning difficulty or anything like that, I don't see that person below anybody else.
Of course not. Everybody's equal.
Those people, yeah, those kids or those people, they've got a skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've just not found it yet.
Of course. Of course.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
They've just not found it yet.
Going back to Naomi's little one, her skill is talking.
She's brilliant.
She could
She's
hope to
brilliant.
sleep, that one.
Yeah, she's
she's
brilliant.
awesome.
She's clever, very clever girl. Very clever.
Yeah, really cool, really cool. She's got so much intelligence that it's kind of bursting out of her, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I see so many people that put themselves down, Carl,
Yeah.
on the groups and so on. And they put themselves down. And I knock myself against the wall.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself down. Yeah. People are so valuable. Life is so valuable. We all different, but we all got something to offer.
Of course you have, definitely. And I completely agree with that. I completely agree. Right, guys, so we're going to end it there, mate, sadly. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming into the van. You know,
I like the van.
The van's awesome, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks for joining me. I'm so chuffed that I've actually got to come to finally get here. I mean, I've been in England a month and a half, and because I've been everywhere, and finally I've got to be here and spend some time.
And
together.
hopefully he's going to plug my channel.
I'm not plugging you again. Okay, so yeah, plug your channel. What's the name of the channel? Go.
Be outdoors.
Yeah, Be Outdoors, spelled B-E-E. Outdoors.
That's
Outdoors. If you you may recognise Alex from his previous name, which was this one, UK Northern Adventures.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm stuck a little bit there because Facebook won't let me change that name. So I think I'll end up having to create a new page.
Yeah, so it was UK Northern Adventures, so you might know him from there. But if you go onto UK Northern Adventures on Facebook, you go onto there and then you can get the links to Be Outdoors, you can get the links to YouTube Creator, and everything else, and that's my patch, not yours. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Then that's going up there with the rest of the patches. Okay, mate?
It was brilliant.
Superb.
So we're going to wrap this up and then we're going to go to mine.
And we're
going to enjoy something to eat.
Yeah.
And play with Milo.
Yeah, don't forget I'm vegetarian. I am not.
No problem. No problem.
I am not. Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching. Please, if I will put a link to Alex's channels here, hopefully. I don't know. It could be here. It could be here. But look either side of the page. It's going to be somewhere.
There.
It's going to be somewhere. Okay, so I'll put a link to his YouTube channel on there. Okay, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Superb. Thanks for joining us, and we'll speak to you.
Like, subscribe,
oh yeah,
and hit the notification button because he will have a lot more videos coming out.
Do me a favor as well. Leave comments. Okay, leave comments below. Yeah. Give us some feedback. Tell us what you want to see. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
No.
Not only that, just get to know us, and if you know.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want to a plug on the channel.
A plug.
Yeah.
A plug. Okay.
If you want to mention. Comment.
Get comments below.
Comments.
Okay. So this is Carl from Sierra Survival and Alex from
Be Outdoors.
Be Outdoors.
Stay safe.
Bye.